What is going on, everybody? This is Ethan Stewart, and this is Cooking with Stu. This morning we are cooking breakfast before we head out to work, and this is a simple and easy sandwich that you can make before you head out to work. It takes 5-10 minutes at max, and I like it a lot because it's just cooking with what you got in the fridge. And it takes a couple of extra ingredients from past breakfasts and stuff like that, and dinner and everything, but you guys just watch along and see if you can make something or your own iteration of this meal right here. But I'll start off by cracking 2 eggs, and then I take some leftover sausage that we had from, we had some French toast sausage and everything like that the other morning for breakfast, and I just dice that up into little thin pieces, and you'll see what I do here in a second. So once I get that burner going on that pan to get it nice and hot, I go in with this AP seasoning. It's called, it stands for all-purpose. It's just salt, pepper, garlic powder. I put it on just about everything that I make, and it makes them eggs taste a lot better. But I just whisk them things up nice and fine like, and after that I go in with some cheese. I've started putting cheese in my eggs before I whisk them up, just because I feel like it doesn't create that, it doesn't let that cheese get super hard. So I put the cheese in there before I whisk it up, just so it can cook it thoroughly throughout the egg. So the next thing that I do is I go ahead and toast the bread. The bread, it doesn't have to be toasted. That's up to your personal preference. But I like to toast it just because it gives that extra crunch, and it allows that mayonnaise, whenever I put it on there, not to sink into the bread and make it super chewy. So I like a little bit of a crunch in there. So after I get that pan nice and hot, I like to go in with a little bit of butter. Now, I did a spoonful of butter on this one because this pan particularly doesn't like to keep the eggs like to stick to it really bad. So I went in with a little bit of extra butter than I normally do. But that's what I'm doing here. I'm kind of just lubing up the pan, getting it ready for the eggs to go in. So as you can see here, after your pan's hot and the butter's in there and it's ready to go, I go in with my egg mix. And since I like to cook with wood because it doesn't like to stick to the eggs, don't like to stick to the wood utensils. But I go in with that leftover sausage as well. And then I also diced some up. I also made another batch back here for somebody else in the house to have breakfast, just because, I did that off camera. But again, it's the same exact thing. 2 more eggs, cheese, and the all-purpose seasoning. And I diced up a few more pieces of sausage, as you can see here, that I'm going to go in with. But basically, there's no really rhyme or reason to it. That sausage is already cooked, so you don't have to worry about, I didn't have to worry about the sausage being, cooked or anything like that. So I basically just put it all into one pan and kind of start mixing it up real good. And then when you can see here in a second, after I get this stuff going, I add a little secret ingredient. So these are potato chips from last night's supper. And last night they were real crispy and everything like that. So now they've kind of softened up a little bit. And I'm just basically taking them in there. And this is the first time that I've ever done this to one of my breakfast sandwiches. But I realized that there wasn't that many of them, so I started breaking them up into smaller pieces. But I mean, if you guys want to see a video on how to make these could be a completely separate video. We tried them for the first time last night. They were really, really good. If you go back to my last video with the pork ribs, you'll see them. But kind of just broke them up into 4 pieces each. And, I mean, they're already cooked as well, so I kind of just put them in there to heat them up a little bit. But this was the first time that I did it, and I'm doing this voiceover after I've already eaten. And those little pieces of potato made a world of a difference. That potato flavor really came through and stood out. So now that our mix is done and our bread is toasted, there's nothing else to do except for prepare the sandwich. So what I like to do is I like to start off with a little base layer of mayonnaise, because I put mayonnaise on just about everything. Now you can go without the mayonnaise, but this is just my personal preference. So I start by mayonnaising both sides of each sandwich. So now all you're going to do is just take your mix that you've made and put it on the mayonnaise toast that's there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys make this for yourself. This is an easy, quick breakfast before work or before church. Really, any time that you're in a pinch and you just need to do something quick. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would, please subscribe, comment, like, all the works. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I enjoyed doing this for you guys. But without further ado, subscribe, and you guys be safe. This has been Cooking with Stu.